Let's get this party started, shall we? Yes, yes, we shall. Okay, so we are going to jump in on 5 stars to get the party going. Let's check a couple things here quick. First things first. Alright. And make sure that's up and going properly. Yeah, we're good. Cool. And check on here. Okay. And it looks like we're all good. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Next thing to check. This side of things. Alright. Okay. Let's see where we are with the boosts are going. Well, let's get some boosts going, shall we? Both the 30-minute ones for now. The health boosts are always the 15 minutes, so I have to remember to reapply those shortly. And also, I'm going to be trying to remember to keep the green champion boost going too, because we got a bunch of those in overflow as well. So let's just keep all the boosts active as much as we can. So we've got about 2.5, maybe a little bit less than 2 hours with help nonsense going until the 6 stars are up. Once those are up, we'll do a run of those, and after that will be it. But we're probably looking at about 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours of some nonsense here. So well, let's get at her. Let's get at her indeed. We're almost at 45. Yeah. We get the 5 stars done a fair bit before the 6 stars are ready. You'll switch over to the 3 stars and get some of that done as well. Mr. Showers, what's going down? How you doing? What do you got going down for the evening, Monsieur Jacob? Oh. Let me open this window a bit. It's getting a little bit hot in here. Oh dear, it's gonna get cool in here pretty quick. Instead, how cool are you? Of course. Like that. So, Mr. Jacob, what are you putting down? Okay. Well, that takes care of that now, doesn't it? Yes, it's a bills. More room. Oh crap. Should have done that the other way. There we go. Ooh, okay, yeah, we'll go with this. We're gonna have to eat an L3, aren't we? Yeah. That'll be fun though. Even if we're to knock us out, we'll do a bit of a regeneration, be good, but I don't think it'll knock us out anyway, so. Yeah. Oh. Here you go. Here you go. We got him back now, didn't we? Poppity morning to you. Mr. Billy D, how you doing? How's your day coming along? Oh, hang on. Let me see something. The chat isn't updating. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, looks like it's all good. I'm not really sure why it's not picking it up. Okay, that one's not good. Not good. What are you up to, Billy? Okay. Well, there's no reason it shouldn't be working, so let me see. Can I see this? Can I see me? Ah, there we go. I was just lagging for a second. Cool. Not good. Just past 5 a.m. Uh-oh. What's wrong? You can't sleep? That was me this morning, man. Woke up and was like, well, I'm not going back to sleep, so let's get this grind underway. And then I wasn't actually gonna do this where I would stay up late and get this third round of 6 stars in, but I figured, well, just take a nap mid-afternoon, or well, early evening, late afternoon, I guess, and have a go. So here we are. So are you usually up at this kind of time, or are you up early right now? Slept but can't just lie in. Pain gets okay. That sucks, dude. That sucks. Oh, holy crap. Damn. That was crazy. I think I was like at 85, 80% health at one L1. Well, better not mess around with old man Logan's L1s. Jeez. You will fail the Bane. Ooh, I need to check on boosts. I think those might already be down. We're only running the 15-minute ones, so. Well. Make sure we get these boosts going. Okay, okay, yeah. Oh, the health boost that we need to reapply. That, more than anything, is the one we want to make sure is active. Parasite, how you doing? How is... Oh, you're up late too. What is going down with all these people up so late? My goodness. Or wait, up early. No, late. How's the grind going? I'm doing this now to do the third run of the 6 stars. So I'm going to end up, once those are done, I'll end up ahead of where I was hoping. So that's good. So I was hoping I was aiming for 25 million a day. So by the time I go to bed, I'll be at just over 50 million. So. So we'll be on track. Yeah, nothing new, eh, Billy? Always something wrong with the game. But hey, we're getting new content next month. More areas for things to screw up. Hey Q, what's going down? How you doing? What you been up to? Geez, it seems like a lot of people are up late. Or maybe this is just the norm. I woke up an hour earlier. It's still too early for me. 5:30 a.m. Not much, just grinding. Are you doing the Odin nonsense as well, AQ? Are you going for the All-Father himself? Grind for units and gold? Okay. Yeah. 1:30 a.m. for you. So you're east coast of the U.S. Gotta level up my new R4 5-star hit monkey. Nice. Very nice. Oh, speaking of which, I need to throw some. Get some points for the event quest completion. Although maybe might be better to just say screw it for this round. Well, I did get started in it. I think I got. Let me take a quick look. I'm finding my last 8 levels on my 6-star mags. Cool. Coolio. Use my skill 5-star rank up gem on Hitmonkey. Cool. Coolio. Better than that. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. Okay. Got 3 in my inventory still. Ooh. 3 to 4 gem. Nice. Take a quick look and see. Oof. Yeah, I got a lot to do for event quest completion. We got the 2. Okay, so. Okay, you know what? Rather than do the 3 stars, if we get through the 5s, that's what we'll go over to. We'll go over to event quest and just auto fight that until the 6 stars are available. Yeah. That will be the plan. Who are we looking for here? Yeah. Save it for Nick Fury, maybe Blade when I get one. Yeah, those would be good breakups for sure. Sitting on 2 5-star awakening gems. Yeah, I think a ton of people got lots of awakening gems. I got 3 generics, and I think I just used a mutant one the other day, but I think I've still got 3 class gems. Yeah, dude. 5-star awakening gems are pretty common. And hey, might see Variant 7 next month, so probably another 5-star awakening gem. Skill? Ah, okay. Haven't beat tier 9 of the side quest yet. Yeah, I'll probably knock those whatever feathers I got out on Sunday, probably. Wow. Oh my lord. He does not want to let me beat him up. Okay, well, now it's not his choice. Okay. Gonna find a new alliance? Mm. Easy, no probs. Thor Rag's the only tricky one. Got to do all variants and Act 7-1 eventually. Yeah. Thor Rag isn't too bad, I don't think. I think I'm in the... Yeah, I have one more difficulty to do, so I'm at the second last. I think... Yeah, I don't... And Thor's been in all of them. I don't think he was too problematic anywhere. I did die to Hela once. I don't remember what happened. I think I was trying to dex her special, and I got hit, and, well, that took me out. I was planning to do the side quests altogether, but it was so boring and repetitive, so I changed my mind. Now I'm up to date, stress-free, yeah. Yeah, I did, I used up whatever feathers I had before starting the arena grind. And then I'll have 4 feathers, I think, by the time the arena grind is done, and I'll run through those probably Sunday. Sunday. Let's do this. That's what we'll go with. I was in a gold 1 alliance running map 5x5 epic, but my roster wasn't good enough to handle it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Well, the game didn't want to do anything, apparently. It's like, oh, hell no, we're out of here. We is out of here. Oh, and I need to check the boosts, too. It's okay, hey Q, just chill out in some alliance till you're ready. Yeah. What's your hero rating, AQ? If you're doing, wait, you said 5x5, right? That's because they are pushing for platinum too. Oh, okay, so it's because of war more so than AQ that's the issue. Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, map 5 isn't too demanding. Uh-oh. Well, this Spider-Man might be demanding, huh? 400,000? Yeah, 5x5 should be okay. I guess, yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose it depends if you have counters for the specific, like, for some of the lanes, right? For, like, the bleed and poison or whatever. But then, obviously, if you don't have counters, then you don't take those lanes, so... My prestige is approaching 9k. Nice. But if you're doing map 5, prestige isn't really that worrisome. Yeah, chance to get locked in both. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But I mean, you could do map 5 with 4 stars, really, right? So. I mean, obviously, day 4, day 5, the fights will be a little bit longer and stuff, but. And that's the way it goes. As the roster grows, the ability to do more and more increases as well. Ah, it's your second account. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, you know, I used to think that if I didn't do arena, that I would start a new account, but I don't know if I would. I think one account, arena or not, keeps me busy enough. Let me just take a quick look at AQ. The game AQ, no, not the YouTuber. My main is still SGA4. I don't know what that is. We do alternatives, map 4 on the fender placement today, and chill out with map 2 on attack phase. That's not a bad idea. A little bit of work for the officers, but that's got to be not too bad for the alliance. Like, as a regular member, if you're, you don't have the roster to do both. Do you remember Lefty Knox? Who? Yeah, I know Lefty Knox. We end up in take 2K glory. That's just decent, dude. Not bad at all. Okay, let me see. I do have a fair bit of energy for AQ, so. And I got, let me attack this. Oh, actually the health one I don't want. So I'll wait for the health to run off, and then I'll have a go. Tenacity. Okay. Oh, you're in his alliance. Oh, okay. Cool. 3 seconds. We got the last node down. And health is gone. Alright, let's see what we can get done here. Come on, bro. Work with me here, lady. There we go. Uh-oh. Ooh, I got lucky. She could have totally hit me there. Oh, well, she made up for it, didn't she? But let me help us. Ah, really? Oh, it's going to be another miss on this, isn't it? That sucks. There we go. Okay. So let me just let them know that section 2 is open. Use up some of my energy here. I think I've only got one charge on Corvus, but which is the tech charge, so we should be able to get the tech and the mutant. Well, the mutant charge now. Just didn't use to a certain path. .3 glory, kind of. So everyone just chilling out, updating the roster. Yeah. Map 6 is I like it. It does require a little bit of coordination, but it's nothing too excessive. And the bosses, the mini and the bosses, not something you want to. Uh-oh, that was a bad idea. Not something you normally want to do, noted, but it's much easier to do Link than Map 5 for the most part, so. Okay, so now hopefully whoever comes after me takes the outside path, because I've already used up the energy to get to this point, so, and I'm not going to be up late enough to clear the outside. But I should be yeah, I'll definitely be up late enough to clear. Well, I guess what I could do is just move one more, and then that would secure the inside path for me. Maybe that's what I'll do then. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just move up, and then there we go. Okay, cool. Cool, yo. And we still got the boosts going. And back to the arenas. And back at it. You know, it's kind of funny. Every time you get over another threshold, so like when you get from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same way, 40 to 50 million for the arena grind. It's like, oh, I finally made it there. And then you realize, oh crap, now I need to get to the next threshold. I don't think, okay. Yes, and Monsieur Heimdall. There we go. That was a little bit late, wasn't it? Just a tad bit late. Only 3 of us in the alliance. We do map 2. We pull 2K glory. Whoa, that is pretty damn decent. My 5-star roster is small on R3s and R stars. Herbie, how you doing? How's the evening coming along? What are you up to? I guess it's not evening. It's late night or early morning, depending on where you are. Yeah, that would make for some long arena grinds, dude. That would make for some long, painful arena grinds. And speaking of which, I'm pretty sure this will be the only time I ever do something like this. It's actually, I mean, I guess I'll really know once it's done and if I'm successful or not, but it's not as rough as I was thinking it would be, but yeah. Going for a 5-star that I don't see taking beyond R3 and putting this much time and effort into seems a bit silly, but I mean, doing it once, okay. But outside of one time, I don't know about it. I don't know. I'm good, bro. Thanks for asking yourself. I'm doing okay. Doing all right. I'd thought of this previously, like if I got to a time where it was looking like I could get another run out of the 6 stars if I stayed up late. I didn't think I would, but yeah, figured I would. Need someone on call, so nah, that's okay, Herbie. Thanks, though. I'm good as is for now. We'll see in about an hour and a half, maybe. But once I get through these 5 stars now, I'm just going to do a little bit of auto fighting through Master to get some points for the event quest completion. I got 7 6-stars at the moment. It's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I got the 4-star basic arena done earlier, finished that earlier today. And I think I will get the 3-star arena done. Yeah, probably at some point tomorrow when I'm watching TV or set or something. Okay, well, I'm here, bro. Need be. All right, thanks, Herbie. What time do you usually go to bed? Or are you usually up pretty late? Okay, we're getting through the... Oh, we still have 30 to 5 stars to go. Still have a few of them to go. Also, solar for MCOC for his bat on fire, you hit into their block. You can get it. You'll get charges on yourself just hitting them normally, but you more so when you're hitting to their block. And then once you get 10, not sure what it's called, ignite or something like that charges. Then when you start hitting them like normal hits, not into their block, is when you get the incinerates on them. It used to be where the cooldown on the ignite charges or whatever was quicker, but the duration for them has increased, so it allows you to get the 10 charges easier than it used to be. The one cool thing, it's a little bit tricky to get going, but if you hit into their block with an L2, you do a ton of damage. I'm excited for the 5-star when I get level 60. Oh, you're talking about the like the crystals that they had kind of waiting there, sort of thing. Yeah. I'll go up. I don't know the word sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I can't believe I'm letting a freaking mobile game dictate my sleep schedule right now. Like, what the hell? Although, like I said, this is going to be a one-time thing. So, after this go, I don't see this happening again. And if I ever suggest it, stop me. Oh, really? Well, they're all going to be freaking annoying. Okay. I'm not going to bed, Parasite, you fool! Parasite, he's calling you a fool. Terrible. Terrible. I almost never sleep. Damn. So usually I'm up going to bed between 12 and 2. And then I'll be getting up at like between 8 and 8. No, 8's pretty early. 9 and 10 usually. When I was younger though, I definitely slept a lot less, but in my old age, I like my time in my bed. You know, if I was normally up like relatively late, I could see doing like a later arena grind in general, but try not to be up too late, although it's what ends up happening, but not necessarily intentionally. MCOC is not messing up my sleep, but streams do. Yeah. Elbow cough. What is elbow cough? Wait, isn't that what all coughs are supposed to be currently? All right, we're almost at 47. We should be able to get to about 48 with the 5 stars, and then let's see, 5 minutes 45 seconds. Okay, let's get a team in here quick. For that one falls off. Oh, come on. Okay.
If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone.
Man, Falcon, what's going down? How you doing? How's your day coming along? Well, it's mid-evening for you, right? Early evening? Look at you go, Tagger. You lost your streak. Uh-oh. Were you going for Odin? Or just like unit grinding? Means imported a sticker and points to the other. The indeed. Well, man, Falcon, I don't know if you were there when I started this, but I didn't even make the streak the first time when I lost it. 4-star Odin, I'm at 9.75. 9. Probably another 6 and you'll have him for sure. I'll be right back.
As we wait for the smoke to clear and we watch our dreams appear, I know that we can rise together. This vision that we share is ours. Together we can touch the stars. I know that we will see December. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest day. The summer's calling.
And back I am. Got 4 death matches. Really? That sucks, man. That sucks. 4-star. Yeah, Mole Man's a little bit different than he was, that's for sure. Billy's looking out for you, man, Falcon. Billy's got your back. Oh, I forgot to imply the attack boost. Watch out for 14th, 18th, 19th when forming a streak. Use the max champions. Your 5-star roster is going. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the longer you play, the more you get in the game, that's for sure. Got a decent amount to take up. Well, comes in handy for the level up events, that's for sure. 2 million per run of 5 stars. Okay, that's not bad, dude. There's quite a few people going for the 4-star. I could see that the 4-star, like relatively speaking, goes higher than, like the expectations of the 4-star end up being less than what he goes for, as opposed to the 5. Like people are predicting the 5 to go really high. I could see the 5 not going so much, but I could see the 4 going higher. Not to scare you, Bad Falcon, but I could see it working out that way. Cataclysm, what's going down? What's shack-lacking? Low on gold and ISO? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of shitty, right? Like, when you've got lots of champions to rank up, it's hard to manage the resources. And then once you've got the champions ranked up, you end up with an excess of resources. Like, my problem is I'm always trying to ensure that I don't have too much ISO. So I just don't want it to go to waste. So, which then means I got to be careful on, not opening too many champion crystals. Otherwise, I end up with a ton of ISO. So. Mr. Thronebreaker. Monsieur. Wonder if, yeah, okay, that will do, man. Cool. Great, man. Just saw your score so far. Holy crap. I'm about on pace for where I was hoping to be. I should end up about, I think I'm going to get to 48 and then we'll do 5. No, we'll do 7. But I should end up with about 55 before going to bed. So I'll be a little bit ahead of where I want to be, so that's good. But I know there's people ahead of me, so we'll see. We shall see. I'm trying to get through my boosts though, and once I get more of the boosts used up, I'm going to open some more of the Supreme Solo crystals, and then that will give me some arena boosts, which will drastically increase the score when I run the 6 stars. So that'll be good for sure. So tomorrow at this time I should be like high 70s. If I keep up with the way it's going so far, but we'll see. We shall see. I'll be fine. I think it will be funny if he ends up going for like 54 million or something. I'll be okay with it. Like, whatever. What else was I gonna do with my time? But it would be like way overkill. I think if this were like, if I was a little bit behind tomorrow at this time, I might consider refreshing. I don't want to, but I also don't want to be 301 or 301. Diamond, how you doing? It's been a while. Could finally tune into your stream. Yeah, that's good to see you, dude. $13.5 is always safe target for 4 stars. Yeah. I really, like, until I saw a few people doing it on YouTube and then some others saying they're going for the 4, I didn't realize that there'd be that many people Nah, Diamond. This is just a casual grind. I'm trying to get the extra 5,000 5-star shards. Screw Odin. No, yeah, I'm going for Odin. I want to try to dupe 6-star Hela. I've been saying about her and Angie Baby for incursion, but this could load of stratosphere. I tell ya. Well, that's the thing, I think, with Odin, right? It looks like he could, have a huge impact on... Well, that is the point of the way his pre-fight works, is that he'll have an impact on every, or potentially on every champion in the game, but on some it could be really crazy, right? I think once all is said and done, I'll probably... I'll probably go... Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. I should have just held block. I'll probably go for a couple featured calves on Sunday morning. And I will not... Well, yeah, no, I do not want to get the 5-star. And I realize that the chance for the 6 is pretty damn low. But, well, to be honest, I'd actually rather the 4-star than the 5-star. And then Sunday afternoon, I'll open a bunch of the login crystals that I have. I need to figure out, though, which ones came out before November. And I want to open those ones. And then I'm going to open 2 million battle chips on stream as well. And no one has mentioned what Odin and Venom could be. Yeah, I don't think anybody's just looked at that one in particular. So I think the reason why, Ghost BG looked at because of the Ant-Man portion of it, really, like how Ant-Man enhances her for any buff she's got. Hang on. And then the other one was mainly Hela. So I think for the most part it was just like the Asgardian synergies that people were looking at. But as time goes, I think we're going to see a lot of other pairings, right? I was thinking that when I got him, now obviously if I get him on Sunday, I won't be doing it on Sunday, but probably within that first week, so during the second round, I'm trying to make a couple of videos of fighting Winter Soldier and Captain Marvel with Odin with different champions. We'll see. I'm usually pretty lazy when it comes to making videos when there's arenas to be done, so let's see. I don't think I have any more specific. Actually, you know what? I should probably just not even try for Synergy teams. It's faster for the 5-stars just to simply grab the first 3. And then the game goes down. And then the game goes down. I don't think he's going to be like who knows, maybe no. Even when they do the buff on him, I don't think that we're going to end up seeing him being comparable to Apocalypse. Comparable as in, he's outstanding for the team, he's outstanding on his own. I don't see we're going to see that. Thanks, Mr. Miner. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I still got quite a ways to go yet, so. Poor Winter Soldier. Yeah. So what are you guys up to? Y'all are up late. Well, no. Depending where you are, I suppose. But yeah, what are you guys all up to? Yeah, it happened on AP Waves today as well during his birthday celebration live stream. The whole thing crashed on him. Oh yeah, the game crashes pretty frequently. Either crashes or kind of gets kind of laggy and you just gotta force restart it. Okay. So I don't think the 6 stars are going to be available until 1:30 my time, so I think it's a bit of time yet, but let me just see. My alliance has been pretty on the ball for hitting the help button, so which is partly why I'm able to do this third run. Holy shit. Okay, so about an hour and a bit. Okay, cool. Going to bed soon because of work, but chilling. Very good, very good. Chillax. Uh-oh. 5 stars are almost done, but once they're done, we'll go over to some event quests and do a little bit of auto fighting in there. Rack up some points there. Doing my Sector 2 AQ fights that might get the first 9 series in the arena done. Alright. Alright. Here we go. What up, Cata, you foe? You fool sleep. When you were dead. Oh, you tell her, Herbert. You tell the world. You tell the world. The whole world. Maybe I'm liking his dash back. That was what I was saying before I actually got Professor X to the 6 star was I don't care for his dash back too much, but I mean maybe if I actually use him I'll get used to it. Herbie's here bossing people around. Terrible. Terrible. Ooh, don't like any of these matchups. Crap, okay. I guess that's what we'll do. And I like these matchups even less now. Damn! Oh, we gotta check the boosts. Uh-oh. Avoid. Socially distance bro, come on now. Okay. Oh. That's what you get. Come on now, let me get these armor breaks on you. Cool. Now let's get that going. There we go. Down he goes! Damn, I've been neglecting my PS4 lately. Aw, poor thing. Do you think the $5 daily is good with the Nexus? If you're spending like spend money regardless, then yeah. If not, if you're not a money spender for the game, then no. But if you're somebody who would normally get the Nexus, absolutely. Absolutely. But like I don't, so even with it being a Nexus, or sorry, if you're somebody who would normally get the Cavalier deal or offer, then yeah, because it's the same price, but the potential is even better. But if you're not normally getting it, then nah. Get this. I get the freeze crash when requesting help for my arena champs. I got a freeze, restarted the game, tapped 2 more helps. Yes, only 2, and another freeze. Well, you know what? I mean, if it's being buggy like that, we might see the scores quite a bit lower than is being predicted because of the bugginess. At least it's not like it was back when they changed the arena like over to the top 300 out of the top 150 and stuff, because that was crazy. Nope. See where after boost. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man, I really wish the these boosts were up at the top. Oh. Having to scroll every time is so annoying. And I need to check. I'll do it after this match, but I think I should be going through a fair bit more that we're in the overflow, so might be able to get to open some Supreme Crystals. Let's do... they're both going to be annoying, aren't they? Yeah. Mr. Simba, what's going down? What is shakalackin'? Are you winning at Valorant? Oy. Okay. Your grandmother's. Ah, very good, very good. So are you there for your whole spring break then? Yeah, I figured as much. I figured you had to do it before the match was over. Dang it. Dang it. If you perform a dexterity right when auto evade happens, what happens? Perform a dex when auto evade happens? You evade the evade. No, I think the auto evade would kick in because I think that's kind of what happens with Starkey. Yeah, it probably, yeah, it would just depend which registers first. But either way, I think it would still trigger the Dex Mastery, so you wouldn't actually know which one triggered the text. You heard BG say you just get hit. Well, that would mean though that they would cancel each other out. Because if it's a successful Dex, you've avoided whatever it is, right? Like that, for example. So when I dashed back, if the AI did it as well, in order for it to trigger that text, it had to be successful. Otherwise, right, like see like that one, I held block, dexed, or swiped back, but it didn't move, and no text. So, no, just till tomorrow? Ah, okay. I'll see, I'll see. I guess, I suppose that'd be kind of the same idea if you've got a champion who does auto block and you parry. Does it cancel out? Or, yeah. Same principle, I would suppose. Damn it. Stop beating me up. Simba, get all the dirt on your mom or dad from your childhood, from their childhood. Grandma will tell you all sorts of stories once you ask. It's Mr. King to you. Damn. Okay, Don. Oh, you might be too young to know who Don King is. So never mind. Alright, so we're almost done. One more run of the 5 stars. And then we'll swap over to getting some points for the event quest completion. Auto fight some of that nonsense. 4-2. And we should see the 6 stars ready to go. Ooh, another hour or so. Boy. We'll have a bit of time. We got some energy refills and overflow, so that's cool. Be able to use those. You don't have to worry. I'm not going to end up getting the event quest all like what I normally run for it. I'm going to get it done a fair bit ahead of time, actually. Because normally I would be doing finishing off Master just a couple days before it resets. But this time, I think I'm going to end up getting Master done tonight, pretty much. My apologies, Mr. King, in lowercase. Oh, hang on. I need to just remember I had to check something for my emails. Good night, peeps. All right, Mr. Simba, have a good one. Have a good one. Enjoy the time at your grandmother's. Good there. Perfecto. Perfecto mundo. Oh, damn. Don King had the craziest hair. Yeah, he did. Did he just stick a fork in a pot? Dude, I don't know what he did. Okay. thing is, too, like, he was a boxing promoter, but I don't think he was ever a boxer himself. I shouldn't say, well, yeah, it was. I don't think he does it anymore. But now, I think the person known for crazy hair is the dude from Ancient Aliens. I think what's his name? Gregorio or something? Or Chichorio? Some. It's an interesting name. Yeah, get magnetized. Get magnetized. Alright, we're done with the 5 stars for the time being. Well, actually, I think we're done with the 5 stars because once I'm done with the 6-star run, I will not be coming back to the 5 stars. So let's just make sure. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any high-end ones coming off a cooldown. And come on now, scroll. Damn it, scroll. 34. Okay, so half an hour. That. See how long we got for the 6 stars. Okay, just under an hour. Excellent. Let's get in and do some. Actually, you know what? Let's just get to another threshold for the 3 stars. Let's get to 240-ish. No, there is no way. There is no way my arena boosts are still at. Oh my lord. What the hell? So I used these arena boosts for these 3 stars like 8 hours ago? And they're still active. Alright, well, hey. I won't complain. And they're only supposed to last 15 minutes, but hey. So I'm using the 3-star arena boost just because we got the item use going on, and hey, when else do I get to use them? Geez, you got a lot of 5 stars. I think I'm at 153-ish? Something like that. Oh, wait, hang on. I can check real quick. Really quick. Made donuts for breakfast and filled them with toffee. I'm bad, man. You're a bad guy? Let's see. Nice, Billy. Nice. Nice. Noise like voice. To your face! I wish I had as many 6 stars as I had 5 stars. That'd be pretty OP. Maybe one day. Maybe, baby. Nope. And we got the kids off the ceiling. Okay. Down he goes, down he goes. Okay. Yeah, let me just take a quick look and see how many 5, 6 stars I have, and then we'll go over to the event quest stuff. Get some points there. When a champ purifies a debuff, it is considered removing it? Yes. Yes, it is. No, where there's somewhere in here. I don't remember where it is offhand. Is it here? Yes, okay. So we've got 153 5 stars. No. Wait, what? Ah. So we've got 189. What the hell? Come on now. Wait. Ah, okay. Yeah, so 153 5 stars and 77. Oh, 77 6 stars. I thought it was 76. Okay. Get out of there. Okay, so we already maxed out our Mystic Combat, so it's just the event quest that we want. And got what we want there. We'll do these 2 extra points. I will be putting Nutella in some for them. Let's get some extra for the Mystic Combat. When they get up, air fryer is amazing. I can't stay. Stay easy. I had to do something. Yeah. Yeah. And then why doesn't Beto get a passive fury when he purifies the poison? CAV-EQ science quest. Why doesn't he get a passive fury when... Are you pairing him with a skill champion? Because if you've got a skill champion with Captain America Infinity War, that will give him the opportunity to purify it himself, not working with the node, so that could be what it is. I could be wrong, but just first glance, that's what I would guess. Yeah, so that's what I would guess is happening. I'd assume if you take the skill champion off the team and try it, you should be getting the passive fury. Okay. Oh, I probably need to have the auto fight going, don't I? Yeah. Coming in here to auto fight without auto fight selected. Not gonna work. Not going to work. Looking good, Billy. Looking good. Dang, son. Dang. Oh, come on, Mr. Dragon Man. You're a dragon. Just one-shot these fools. You know what the sad thing is? I don't think I can auto-fight Master. We'll have a go and see, but I think I actually have to fight Master. Okay. The next payoff. So I used to do the daily EQ all the time, but now I use like when I had excess energy. But now I use any excess energy for farming energy refills and revives. But yeah, so now the only time I really do this is if I'm trying to get points for either for class combat, or if I'm trying to get points for the 22-hour event quest completion. I might be able to get my first Cav EQ 100%. Nice. Nice like ice. Yeah, the exploration rewards are... not, well, maybe for the effort... Well, it depends. I guess it depends how much effort it is, but the exploration rewards are pretty decent. If it's not a lot of effort, they're really good. If it's a lot of effort, they're eh. But that 10%... well, especially now that the 10% T5CC is a Nexus, that's quite nice. I mean, you might not see what you want, but at least having the potential to is pretty good. Hopefully there isn't roadblocks. Well, if you're doing the science quest, that's pretty far in, right? So... I got Invisible Woman duped, 6-star Invisible Woman duped the other day. So I'm now back at a conundrum on either taking her to R3 or taking Captain America Infinity War. I was going between the two of them for a while. The one thing is that she wasn't duped. And then I settled on Captain America Infinity War. But when I was going to R3 him, I instead took Immortal Hulk to R2. So I still have the Science T5CC. Now that Invisible Woman is duped, it doesn't really change anything because it's not a critical awakening ability. But, I mean, she is awakened. So that is a consideration. So I'm pretty sure it's still going to be Captain America Infinity War. But if we do get a level up with a science advancement at the same time, I'll have to put some quick thought into it for sure. Faux show, faux show. Okay, so we'll do the next lowest tier. Swap over to Master. Got a health pot here. We're about 45 minutes from the 6 stars being good to go. By the way, this elbow cough has become a thing. It's like, what is it, fake mayo? Is that what it's called, fake mayo? I don't know what that's all about. But I was on Facebook earlier, and all of a sudden I was seeing all these memes with fake mail. Yeah, I'm like, what? I can't do the cab this month. Twice now. As soon as I start the fight with Odin, it puts me out of entire path. Oh, dude, that sucks. Hmm. So you start Odin and it like just removes you from the quest? That's you should submit a ticket for that, dude. That's weird. Hmm. Definitely you should, because at the very least you should get your energy back. Like if it's yeah, man. Also more because this month's exploration reward is good. Yeah, with the Nexus T5CC. Yeah. Okay. So we'll get this one done. Doesn't crash, just close it out to home screen. Ticket is in. Wow. That is weird. Huh. Well, and I would assume that you're not the only one having that. So it closes out and it removes your champions. Like then your champions become available. So it acts as though you've cleared it, but just not giving you the benefit of clearing it. I wonder. That'll be interesting to see how they deal with that then. Because I mean, maybe they'll just auto complete it for you or something. You know what? Let me take a quick look on the forums and just see if there's anything about that. It removes the entire lane. Okay. Yeah, they can. If an individual's issues are like specific to them, if they're the only one experiencing something, then yeah, they can. How do you send in a ticket? Did lane with man thing? I don't see anything in the bugs section about that, but let me see. EQ. Accept. You should make a forum post about that, Billy, because that is weird. And it'd be good for people to be aware that like others are experiencing it. Okay, so we're done with those. Quest completion. All right, let's see where we are with the 6 stars. 36 minutes, alright. Claim what we can from the stash. The stash. Oh my lord, I still have way too many boosts. Damn. Alright, so mainly the attack, the 10%. Oh, I do have a fair bit for... Okay, we have a 10 and 15%. Okay, we got the 20 and the 10 for the... I'm gonna open a few more of the Supreme Solo Crystals, and then when I'm running the... let's do... Oh, we're gonna end up with so many more of these boosts, though. Ugh. Anyways. We'll end up running the arena boost for the 6 stars for the R3s anyways, when we get those going. That's a lot of boosts. I know. Well, so this is where I'm getting them from. So let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. See, so we got 3 of the, I'm not complaining. It's good for sure. It's just that I'm never going to be able to use them all. Well, I guess all I need to do is just whenever I'm playing the game now, have boosts running, right? But yeah, so we got 13 of the attack boost, 4 of the 10, 3 of the 20% champion ones, 4 of the health. So, and the thing is, like, okay, so that's great. And, well, you know what? If I'm doing, I guess I could just run them when I'm doing monthly EQ or, well, anything, I guess, to get through them. All right, so let's do one more. Okay. Okay, so we got a 5-star, which won't be used until tomorrow. We got all those. Oh, well, whatever. How long are they? 12 days. Okay, okay. So these ones I'll be able to use for the next EQ, right? Because, yes. Because EQ, well, I won't get much use out of them, but some. I don't think that would be the team I'd want to go with. This is probably going to be my strongest team. Actually, you know what? No. So I do that, I'm going to have to fight. Auto fight is not going to be that useful there. This. And flip. We don't actually have that much more to do here. I mean, I still have a ton of the... well, you know what? I may as well just go ahead and open them for the arena boosts, because I'm... Other than, like, now, I'm never going to use those crystals. Do you think it's unfair that Cab and Uncollected get the same glory star? Lawrence, how you doing? How goes it? What do you mean they get the same glory star? The items are the same, but I think... oh, Cab and Uncollected. Well, I think it's a way... Yeah, so I'm going to just have to manually fight these anyways. Crap. Alright, whatever. I think it's a way for them to try to push Cav players more so to Thronebreaker so that they can separate themselves. I think that's why they're doing it. But yeah, if they're going to separate Cav from Thronebreaker, then they should also separate Cav from Uncollected. Although I think in that update, let me see. I think in what they were saying for... where is it? for the upcoming changes to AQ. Up at 6 a.m. on Saturday is too early, Billy. Throne Breaker. Oh, yeah. So Uncollected and Cavalier. The changes to the Glory Store for 8.5 are the same. Well, I mean, it is kind of funny, right? Because they're kind of treating them as the same, which then means, like, why push for... Well, yeah, I guess you still have to push from Uncollected to Cavalier in order to become Thronebreaker eventually. So. But yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to save. Wait, it's supposed to go live on the 10th, right? That's. Let me see here. On the 10th. That's 2 weeks, 14 days, damn it. So I'm only going to be able to hold on to one set of AQ Glory. It'd be nice if I could hold on to both sets of Glory. You know what would have been another thing they could have done was increase the amount of Glory that we can hold on to. That would have been worthwhile. Oh, you know what? Give me a second here. I'm going to finish this path, but I'm absolutely going to try something. I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of it. How often are AQ rewards? I mean, when do we get them? We get them at the end of the 5-day AQ session. Sometime, well, yeah, and it differs exactly like when AQ ends and when we receive them. Sometimes a little longer than others, but yeah, usually within the first 24 hours after AQ ends. Hang on, I'll be right back. And you may rejoice as I have returned. Hoarding is bad? Okay. Well, it's also bad to hoard what's required to make the game work properly. Is there AQ on weekends? Yeah, because the reset, so War is like a set schedule. Like it always starts on a certain day, it finishes on a certain day. But AQ, because it's a 5-day cycle, so when it starts and finishes, always fluctuates. Donuts for breakfast, an Irish thing. I was so confused when I stayed with family. We had them for breakfast. here. Yeah, moves that. All good. That's Kabam's way of saying all the bugs are our fault, mainly Brian Grant, of course. Not sure, just something sweet and starchy. Tries a food, so could be passed out by grannies. Oof. I don't really want to start this off with a heavy, because that's going to make him just more difficult than need be. Actually, you know what would be interesting here? Oh, you son of a gun! Oh, he doesn't do that. Okay. Let's see. These drunk grannies at bingo. Sounds like it might be then. Alright, so let's have another go at this, but change this up a little. Let's change this up a little. Nope. A bit too used to going into AQ now. Or into arena. Okay. Granny's getting hammered on the poor lemonade, then loading up on donuts in the morning. Okay, so we're going to do this. We will have... yep. Wait a second. Yep. We won't need hood. But let's see how this is going to work out. I have no idea if I can even use his pre-fights without doing anything. I have no idea how they work. But hey, I'm spending three and a half days to go for the champion. Do you have a SIG 200 6-star? Are you asking me, Diamond? Okay, let's see. Good there. Let's go here. I'm just imagining. I hope it's as epic as I'm thinking. Yeah, I do. Aegon is SIG 200 as a 6-star. Okay. Each fight gain indefinite aptitude, increasing potency of fury, armor, blah, blah, blah. Each fight gain indefinite protection buff, preventing the loss of more than 24% of max health from a single source. 24, okay. This buff is removed when struck by L3, okay. And each fight gain an indefinite shock resist buff, increasing shock resist. Okay, well, let's just put them all on myself. Alright. Wait a second. Is that each fight gain? Okay, so I'm assuming that should be whoever I enter the fight with, right? Oh, I guess so. Okay. So, I won't do it for this one. The next thing will be try to get hit hard and see how that protection works. Holy crap. 24k on a medium. Ooh. I mean, I am running suicides. It is Ghost. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so it's the first champion that enters. That makes sense. Now, do we need to do that every fight? Or is that done now? Okay, so that's done. Okay, it doesn't decrease. We just keep it. Julio. Okay. Does Odin have better synergies than Apocalypse? Well, Odins are for every single champion in the game. Apocalypse is only for mutants. So, I, I don't know. So yeah, I think it really depends. Yeah, so if you're using a champion where Odin's buffs, like the pre-fight, really benefit the champion, maybe. Um, we need a vlog of Billy, Bingo, and Iron when it resumes. All my family are Mrs. Browns. That's just normal here. So Diamond, do you mean like better synergies with the other characters that he has, or the better pre-fight? Because that would really be depending on who you're using, and so on and so forth. But overall, Odin will, what I just did for Ghost, you can do that for any champion. Whereas for Apocalypse, what he does, it's only for mutants. So what I'm going to try to do for the Mangog fight is get him to his L2 and have Ghost not phasing. And I want to see... I don't think he would actually knock Ghost out anyways currently. So, but we'll see. We'll see how much damage he ends up taking. If I can push him to an L2, I'm not sure I'll be able to. But we will do our best. Oh, okay, that was interesting. Well, Odin, I mean, we haven't really been able to use him enough to, really try him out to see which would be better. I'd say, in a couple of weeks after the 2 arena sessions and a bunch of people have him, we'll have a better idea of what he actually does. And don't forget, this is only a 3-star, so the pre-fight isn't as strong as it would be for the 5 and the 6-star. I'm not going to be able to get him to an L2. Okay. Oh, let me run boosts because I need to be running them all the frickin' time now. I need to be dreaming about boosts, man. Be like waking up in the middle of the night. Boost! Boost! Is Ghost better than Quake? It would depend on the circumstance. Ghost can do more damage than Quake, but Quake can get around a few things that Ghost can't, so... And it also depends, because they are both unique play styles as well. So for me, absolutely not. Ghost for me, Ghost is absolutely better than Quake because I can't play Quake. So somebody else could be the same, they can't play Ghost, but they can play Quake. So in that case, Quake would be far better. Uh-oh. But damage-wise, Ghost would be better. Probably uniqueness, nicheness, maybe Quake. So with Quake, you don't need to worry about L3s, whereas Ghost can tank out. Well, I guess it's the same thing as tanking an L3 because she's avoiding the damage with Hood. So, but with Quake, you don't need to worry about getting to an L3. So, oh, and we forgot to initiate the pre-fight. Of course we did. These fights actually should just be 2 hits. So long as they got no kind of physical resist on them. Phase. So when you're phased with Ghost, it's a guaranteed crit. So we should be seeing, so 2 guaranteed crits should be taking them out. If we're doing 16 and they're about 3, so it might take more than just 2 hits. Yeah, so we'll take more than 2, so 3. Okay. What synergies does Ant-Man and Wasp give Ghost? Well, you could check if you got them in game. Well, actually, even if you don't have them in game, because you can, if you don't have them, you can just go to the champion roster, look at unknown champions, and then check their synergies. But so there's a synergy that the 3 of them have. Let's see what it's called. I think it's quantum something. Where is it? Wasp, Ant-Man. Okay, so just hard to hit. Wasp, Ant-Man, and Ghost. Plus 25% attack at the start of the fight if Wasp, Ant-Man, and Ghost are together. So Wasp allows any of Ghost's phased hits to be unblockable, and Ant-Man, so like that's just Wasp to Ghost, and then Ant-Man, any buffs Ghost has on her increase their potency, I believe. Let me look and see if that's what the actual wording is. So Formidable Foe for Ghost, plus 15% attack for each buff on Ghost. And then Wasp, special attacks are unblockable when triggered while phased. And then Hood allows you to, while phased, you don't take any damage whatsoever. So with Ant-Man, Wasp, and Ghost together, they all do more damage at the beginning of the fight. But probably the most valuable or most unique synergy for Ghost is Hood. This will be interesting if somebody were to use Ghost. Yeah, because in order for the Odin pre-fight to be worthwhile on Ghost, you'd have to have Ant-Man. So if you're thinking of incursions or AQ or war, so you wouldn't want to do it if you were thinking you were going to be needing to phase. Like if you wouldn't do it for an all or nothing. Because you might be getting to the opponent's L3, in which case you'd want to phase that, so you'd need Hood. Yeah, it would actually be stuff like this is where you'd actually be using it. I mean, we could take out Claire and bring in Hood for this team. Actually, you know what? If this was Cavalier, I would probably do that. Yeah, I would probably do that because Claire is going to give everybody on the team an attack increase against villains. All champions gain 10% attack when fighting against villain opponents. But if I took her out, brought in Hood, I'm still getting an attack increase because of Odin and Ant-Man. But then with Hood, I'm phasing any L3s or D-Gen or anything like that. So yeah, it's neat because it's gonna change up teams, or definitely has the potential to change up the team considerations. So, which is kind of always interesting. Oh, hang on. I want to get hit by him. So, no more than 24 by a single sword. Wait, does that mean the entire time? And only an L3 is going to reset that? That's not bad. Interesting. Okay. So that just stays like that for the whole time. Not bad, not bad. Gee, so that allows you to, you know, screw up sometimes, right? Should definitely be good for me. I screw up a ton. Oh, wow, that's a long-ass path, eh? But only 2 to go. Okay, cool. So, AQ, where was I? I was at... Groot. Okay, yeah, so I should... Let's get through here. Well, it's 12 a.m., so I gotta head out. Good luck on your arena grind. Alright, Diamond, thanks for coming by, saying hi, and for the good luck. Oh my god, I hate that. They know. They know. Lawrence Clark, you in Solar's Discord, go have a look at Villa Mina? Bingo, babe? Okay. This will absolutely be a problem for me, remembering to activate these. I absolutely see that being an issue. What the hell is going on? Like, they don't normally just stand there and wait for freaking the phase to end. Shit. Ay, caramba. Oh! I'm not running boosts, am I? Or am I? One way to find out. Yeah, we are. Okay, and we're gonna reboot, because she's looking like she's ready to reboot herself anyways. Let's see. Let's see here. Quick look here. I think, what is this? Unblockable? Or stun immune? Bio, 2 bars of power. Okay. Okay. Not so much for that. Come on, let's get him to 3. Okay. So I think I got one more links. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh wait, what is this? Does this start with 1 bar power? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. I can't join his Discord, so I click the link and it just opens Discord. Yeah. Yeah, that's hang on. I need to remember. I thought you were already in there, Lawrence. Let me just update the description. Okay, I need to remember to keep this one in there. Because, yeah, somebody earlier today has having the same problem, so. Okay, so if you refresh the stream, Lawrence, there's a new Discord link. That one should be fine. And I'm going to change it on my discussion page as well. And I'm going to update it on Twitch. Yeah, I just updated it, so you need to refresh the stream. So let's change it for get out of here and back to okay. Get into I don't remember where on Twitch I changed that. Oh, I think it's here. No. Yes. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay, good. So that, yeah, okay, good. So that's updated for this stream, for the social, and for Twitch. Okay, good. Well, welcome to the Discord, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, so once you join the first room that you enter, just pick the MCOC role, and then the channels particular to MCOC open up, and then there's another role. Yeah, I just updated the one for Twitch, so it's the same one now as it's on Discord, or that's on YouTube. Yeah, so once you pick the MCOC role, you get most of the channels for MCOC, and then there's another room with additional MCOC channels. Okay. You just found the lobby. The lobby. Alright, there you go. So if you go to the MCOC roles, if you want like MCOC news, so that would be the stuff from the forums, the True Coast, and then if you want to see like any YouTube posts or Twitch posts, you could select those roles there. Let me just take a quick look and see. I updated the Twitch one, so let me just see if it works properly now. I don't know why, like after a while, the Discord links just stop working. Okay, yeah, so the one on Twitch works now. Well, Man Falcon, if you had a mic and headphones, you could have jumped in. We could have been chatting now. But no. Alright, 6 stars should almost be ready. Almost. And then, so I'll go to bed around 2:30ish, which is pretty normal. I'll be up around 9:10, and the 6 stars will be almost ready to go again. So not bad. Not bad at all. Would a phone headset with mic work, or are they terrible for background noise? Well, hey, there's only 3 other people here, so if you want to try it, just go into the lobby. I'll add you to the role that you would need to be for streaming, and we can find out. So yeah, just join the lobby, and I'll pull you into here, and we'll see. Oh shit, okay, well, 6 stars are ready to go. No, we will wait a bit, because otherwise that's just going to be one of those nonsense where, you know, you have. So yeah, we'll do the last path here. Give me 5 minutes or so. Okay, yeah, so I got about another hour and 15 minutes or so. I don't think it's going to take any longer than that to get the 6 stars done, so. Yeah. I won't be accused of catfish. You're all excited, are you, Man Falcon? You gotta have a nervous pee? I'm gonna get stuck. I'm gonna talk. Yeah, let me see how quick Ghost would get this done. She's not going to end up doing a ton of damage. He's going to heal it all. But, well, he'll heal back the phased. Oh, you know what? Let me see something. Because while not phased, nothing is going to be a crit. So, yeah, let me just not phase. Maybe I shouldn't get hit either. Okay, that's actually not a bad way to go with him. Not bad at all. Okay. I'm already there. Herbie doesn't mess around.
I just can't let you go.
I think if Matt Falcon's gonna get in there, Herbie, it's just gonna be he and I. It's not gonna be very long anyway. So, and if he's trying to figure out his sound settings, the more people just make it a little bit more confusing. Okay, let's make sure we got the boosts. I wonder if I should route him. Yeah, let's do the short one. By the time we're into the arena, we can go for some longer ones. 20, 15. Wow. He just had to get that big boot up, didn't he? I don't think this isn't going to give me the fourth milestone, but I should be able to get the rest done with the daily EQ once that resets, which it should have by now. Oh man, this would have been, well, I guess it really wouldn't have changed things too much, but this would have been such a great team for the Variant 6. I mean, you're only, fighting with villains, but then with Claire on the team, you're doing more damage to the villains you fight against, and then with Odin and Ant-Man, you're even further increasing your damage, so, my lord. Alright, so... 1 second here. I can't hear you yet. Okay. So, you should be able to hear me. So, okay, very good. Very good, very good. And yeah, you sound fine. Let me just bring in the Discord sound. So how's your day coming along?
Some nice sunny days that aren't too hot.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. There's Mr. Man Falcon. Yapping it up.
I'm trying to rebuild the infinite streak as we speak.
How far in were you when you lost it?
9.75 mil.
Oh, shit, dude. Well, I mean, what is it? 5 fights, so it's not that terrible. But it does suck because it is the 5 fights that you're kind of just wasting. But
yeah, it just takes a little bit to get up there. I use the one rank 5 or one rank 5 5-star and 2 maxed out 4 stars.
Mm-hmm.
But getting the streak for this arena, the last 4, 17 to 21 were all death matches, 40k plus.
Okay. You don't normally go for the 4-star, do you?
I was for a while, but then the 4 stars really don't have that much value. I'm kind of trying to get through Act 6 and stuff, so
yeah.
Sort of better off looking at the 5 stars, which I've been very lucky on. I've got a pretty reasonable 5-star roster.
Right.
Building the 6-star one slowly, but that's just, as you know, very resource hungry.
Mm-hmm. Herbie, I said earlier, it's just going to be Man Falcon and I. It's not going to be very long, just getting through the 6 stars, and then, well, actually, didn't seem like it took any time to set up, but yeah, we're just going to have 2 in voice for the time being. What next time, Herbie?
Oh, sorry.
What's that? Go ahead.
This headset's just the one that comes with a Samsung phone.
Say that again?
This headset I'm using is just the one that comes with my Samsung phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's well, so it'd only be the mic. We can hear you fine. It's just kind of not echoey, but like I don't really know how to explain it. Actually, you know what? I don't think it sounds any different than mine. I think mine would sound relatively the same. So yeah, it's not too bad at all.
Yeah, like the Blue Yetis and that, they're just designed to pick up the person speaking at them and nothing else. If that makes sense. Whereas it's sort of when people go looking at mics, there's two different types. One that picks up everything out to a distance, and then one that just literally picks up the person speaking or singing.
Okay.
So it's sort of, yeah. And from what I've heard, like it just compresses the sound a little bit, so it's just a little bit tighter. That's what I've found. Like when Enzo changed his over, yeah.
Okay. Very good. So now, are you going to be a staple on MCOC streams, or are we going to be hearing you all over the place?
I'll keep my Fush and Chups accent down under on the low key, you know, sort of thing. I'm normally grinding when I'm doing such things, so it's sort of yeah.
But I mean, if you're grinding and like you're chatty on stream, like it's much easier to just talk, right, than to have to type. So I mean, depends on whose stream you're on, I suppose.
A little bit. I guess it's something new, so I'm just going to have to get used to it. Like it's just taking a couple of minutes to find which team I want to use. So. I tell you guys, don't get a bad head injury. Just don't. It's not a picnic ride at all. Some days, I think that's why for in terms of some stuff like content wise, I think I'm kind of struggling a bit with some of it. It's too much going on, and I think other people without brain injuries are probably having that problem too. 6-7 nodes it's getting crazy. I'm not sure if it's a good thing for Kabam to be possibly doing in that regard. I think it might start knocking a few people that could potentially get through otherwise. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we've seen them nerf content down, so I guess they've just got to make their money when they first drop it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to make their money.
But it was quite funny. I saw their December figures, and 90% of their income was this game.
Yeah.
For all Kabam games, that's pretty substantial, and it just boggles me why they haven't just fixed the server issue like 2 years ago, when it became apparent this game was going to go beyond 5 years. Like it's getting beyond a joke now to a lot of I think to a lot of the player base who are just if there was an alternative, they'd be gone.
Yeah, I think that the reason they haven't, because I feel that the main cause of the lag, the crashing, whatever, it's not freaking an excess of people hoarding crystals. It's that the game is running on old infrastructure, and they don't want to invest in updating that infrastructure because they don't see that investment being worthwhile time-wise. Like if they only see, so it's going to cost them a few $1 million or whatever, and they only see that, that the game's going to go for another 2 years, well, is that kind of investment worthwhile? Probably not. And I think that's why they're not doing it. So,
I just,
who knows?
Like if you think back sort of before the 5th year anniversary, about 18 months to 12 months out from there, they really didn't seem to give much regard to what the community was saying at all. It was all sweep it under the rug, whatever, guys, you're just being whiny. And then I think around that 4.5 year mark, it became apparent this game was going to keep going. That's when they should have done something. No?
Yeah.
and they would have seen a return in their investment. But they haven't dropped a side quest without a bug since Mutant Treasure Island.
Mm-hmm. But what though? Like, we were talking about this the other night. I think it was Kata and a couple other people, and yeah, all of this is unfortunate and stuff. But it's our fault. It's the player base's fault as well, because we're still spending a ton of money in the game. And as long as we continue to do that while all these problems are happening, they have no need to change anything. Because us spending money is saying that the state of the game is acceptable. When we stop spending money because of this, then they have no choice but to change it. So
I think another 12.0 is coming myself. To be perfectly honest, I think if this goes on for another 3-4 months, arena's buggy, people got more uru and feathers than they were supposed to. The dropped inputs, the failed parries. I mean, we've seen parry come up in writing and not stick from non-skill champions. And at in-game level, 5 hits and you're dead.
Yeah.
And it's, people aren't going to keep wanting to just keep plugging away. And I think if someone can bring a game out with a similar operating system, I think that's the case with MCOC, they will be in trouble.
Yeah, it might be too late to keep the player base at that point. I don't think we would see another 12.0, just because that was kind of like sprung on us, and I think they learned their lesson there. So I don't think they would do anything like that.
Sorry. I mean a boycott like 12.0 when 12.0.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. I see. The only problem, though, is it's not going to happen unless you have well-known figures in the game supporting it, and all of those well-known figures profit off the game. So they're not going to support anything that's going to jeopardize that. So in which case, somebody might try to start something, but all of the big names, Seaton, BG, Legacy, blah, 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 they're going to be, oh, no, the game's fine, whatever. Because why? They're not going to badmouth it. If the game goes down, their source of revenue is gone. So there was a while ago, just after Cyber Weekend, there was somebody on Twitter who said the game is dying, and Seaton responded with, "No, it's not dying. It's top 20, blah blah, for Cyber Weekend." I'm like, okay. Normally, Seaton, he has a good understanding of business. So the year prior, he went and, Kabam, and Prof Hoff did a thing on it too. Kabam, and this game in particular, was the highest grossing mobile fighting game for that time frame, the Cyber Weekend time frame. This 2020 Cyber Weekend, it wasn't in the top 20. So Seaton didn't provide any numbers when he said it's not dying. Okay, it's fine to say it's not dying, but its revenue generation is definitely decreasing. So, but fair enough. It is his cash cow. He's not going to talk it down. That would be silly. So,
it's interesting. I mean, I've seen his latest raid advertisement. He's very, he's very, very cheeky about what he says is out there, Seaton. I think, he started making some noise, but you're right. They sort of, Kabam sort of keeps stringing us along, saying we're working on it, we're resolving the issues, and they fixed the Amiga Red bug and a few other important bugs, and it's sort of the whole hood fiasco where they restored it back to what it was and had another go. But this Odin one is, this could be the one that might just tip things over, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just been accumulating, waiting for that final straw, I think.
I don't really watch the forums as much as I used to, so I don't know if there's been much said about it. But the Odin one is weird to me because that was a very simple resolution. They made the change, fine, that's okay, but refund the people their money, and just accept they screwed up. Okay, whatever gold you got, whatever ISO you got, you're keeping it. We're also giving your money back. This nonsense of, you're going to get crystals. Well, no. those you didn't want those crystals. You wanted these specific crystals for a specific reason. That specific reason has been changed. You give the people their money back. It's not complicated.
That's what I mean about this Odin one could be the straw. Like, if I was running Kabam, I would just get a refund straight out.
Yeah.
Whether you spent units, whatever, here it is back. Keep what you got. We are so sorry. No, let's never speak of this muck up ever again, please, because it looks really bad.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of see that the CCP is a bit at fault because honestly, like the little just what I did now in the event quest with Odin was the first time that I actually saw how that functioned. I didn't watch any of the CCP videos about it, but when I was hearing all the hype about it, to me it just didn't make sense that it would last. And I'm pretty sure the people in the CCP had to figure that as well. And some of them had said, we reached out to Kabam, we said, is this actually the way it's supposed to be, blah, blah. Kabam didn't get back to them, okay. They still went ahead and highlighted this information, so it hyped up the champion. I think they have some blame, absolutely. Kabam are the ones who made it, so on and so forth, so they're to blame too. But because somebody was asking me a while ago, like how come I don't? Because I always say I don't watch the CCP stuff, and they're like, why do you always, not shit talk, but like say that you're not watching? I'm like, this is why, because too often they're highlighting stuff that it's not going to go live. So why would I spend my time watching something that's, a fantasy in a sense?
Well, for me, it's you've got the CCP, which is a free resource to do the kind of testing. Like, I would imagine the testing that Kabam do is to ensure that everything runs with everything. Like, go and fight this character, this character, this character, this character, go through the whole roster, take this champ versus him, with every single champ, make sure all the interactions are working, parries, hits, connecting, all that sort of stuff. But why they don't use the CCP guys a month earlier or something like that and say, hey guys, go and run it through and run it to death, but mum's the word, any feedback, we'll look at it, which is essentially what they've got doing already. Give the CCP more time and listen to them. I mean, Legacy will find an exploit as quick as anyone. He loves his exploits. Karate Mike is another one who, if there's some cheese to be found, those two guys are like mice. They're constantly bringing crazy things. Swadea, all these guys will find an exploit within 48 hours, a week max. Yeah, and I think that level of testing needs to come in and just ensure that the product is the product and sort of restore a bit of faith in the player base that, hey, what we pop our units or resources or cash on is what we're going to get and stay is what we're going to get.
Yeah. Let me just catch up with the chat for a second here. Herbie, we talked about that last night, Solar. Yes, we did. Billy, my buddy got the new iPhone 12 Pro. It's an upgrade. He gave it back. He had a horrible time in game. He swapped for the newer Galaxy. He loves it for the game. Interesting. Legacy is pissed off because I'm not listening to him. But the thing is, so the CCP isn't there to benefit us. Isn't to benefit the player base. It's there to benefit Kabam. It's free marketing for them. So they're like, the function of it is not to test things. The function of it is to highlight new characters or new things coming up, to hype it up so that the players are excited and going to spend on the crystals. That's the purpose of it. And I mean, I think that's really relevant now, considering, Brian said several times that, he had gone to them and said, is this how it works, or blah, blah, this is breaking the game, so on and so forth. They didn't get back to him. So yeah, that's not what they're looking for from the CCP. They're looking for them to increase their revenue. And so be it. But I don't know. But the thing is, like, the CCP, they benefit because they get the early access stuff, so they're going to get the views on those first videos, right? So do you want to just be like a puppet of the company? Like, that's what it ends up being. But again, it ends up benefiting you, as a content creator. You've got more clout because you have inside access, right? So but I think if they expect them to be doing testing, like proper testing, then they need to be compensated, in which case they're either contractors or employees at Kabam. And that would really change the dynamic, because then, I mean, I don't think that they would purposely lie, but don't know if we could necessarily take the information from them at face value, which I kind of already wonder in some circumstances.
Pay them with in-game currency. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is too, like, if they annoy the CCP guys, let's look at the big three. We've got Seaton, Brian Grant, and Legacy. They all go, that's it, screw it, stick the CCP where the sun don't shine, Kabam, you never listen to us anyway. How many potential viewers are they losing out on building that hype?
Right, but the thing is, if they were to do that, how does that affect those three and their YouTube, right? Their YouTube would be, because their ability to access that early information is gone. And that's where they're all going to get tons of views regardless of what they do. But that is something they've got to keep in mind, right? When you no longer have access to that early information, but other people still will, that puts you kind of in sense behind the ball for them. So I mean, that's a consideration too. But
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there. It's but I think that they would still survive. I mean, Seaton was out of the CCP for a long time after the Killmonger saga.
Yeah.
He was out of over 2 years and just grew and grew and grew and grew. So and to an extent, yes and no. And I think a lot of players a lot of the player base would actually back them if they did throw in the towel with the CCP on moral high ground. Like, good on you. You're showing Kabam, taking one for the team, guys. You're on board. Whereas, like you say, if they became contracted employees, it's hard to take them legitimately all the time. I mean, saying.
Yeah, but we can't expect them, and I don't think it's fair that we expect them to be looking out for the player base. That is not their responsibility. They like any other person, they're looking out for themselves. So they're going to do what's in their best interest. If what is in their best interest is not to call out Kabam and the shadiness of Kabam, then they'll keep their mouth shut. If it does them better to do so, then they probably would say so. But it does not do them any good to stick up for the community in a sense, right? Now, it might, in a sense, because there's going to be more views. Oh, they're being controversial about Kabam, blah, blah. If that's going to, I mean, maybe this is a bit cynical, but I just see it as that, like I said, this is how they earn their living. So anybody who is making money at a job or whatever it is, doing something that allows them to sustain themselves, it would be silly for them to badmouth that source of revenue. So it's the same thing as these guys. I mean, if I were in their shoes, if I had, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers, I'm making, 1,000 or enough money a month to pay the bills, to feed myself. There's no way in hell I would be speaking poor of Kabam, because, it's what's allowing me to live.
See, a lot of them speaks poorly of them. I mean, those videos you did, and they still let them back in the CCP. Those mock charades he did about, Kabam CEOs and stuff like that, the salty moments he does every year. And I don't know. It's sort of, I can see why Legacy's getting annoyed. So I mean, like, it's he's practically screaming at them. This is broken. This is broken. This is broken, and they just push it out anyway.
Yeah.
I think he's. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it all works with him and that. Like you say, it must be conflicting for them too.
Yeah. I mean, and then again, I don't watch any of the videos, so I mean, maybe Legacy has made a video saying, "Hey, I've tried to tell them," and maybe that's where what you're speaking to. I've tried to tell them, but they're not listening. Blah blah. But then, if he's saying that, then we as a community need to be like, wait a second, why are they, not heeding the warnings of the people who they have direct access to, right? Like the people who have direct access to the developers and stuff. Why are they not listening to what they have to say? But I think a big part of it too, I think that all of their attention is on MCOC. And I think that's why a lot of things are just falling through the cracks. But if a CCP hypes a champ, then it comes out and Kabam change it and make a chump out of a CCP member. That's not right. But that's what I'm kind of saying, though, in this case, Billy, is that I think... So maybe a better example was Hood's regen. When they initially did the change to Hood and the other couple characters, and I was messing around with Hood and he was regenning like crazy. I wanted to make a video on it, but I'm like, there's no way this is supposed to work like this. It just didn't make sense. And so I held off on making a video. And then they came out and said, well, the regen is bugged. Okay. So that's what I figured. And then they came and said, we're resetting it back to what he was. I didn't see them doing that, but I definitely didn't see the regen staying the way it was. So I just didn't make a video. And I don't think it's that hard. If I had to go to, if I was in the CCP in one of their shoes, I saw something that just seemed game breaking, whatever, I would inform Kabam, but I wouldn't highlight it in a video. I would say, I don't see this lasting. Why am I going to go and make a video about it to hype up the champion because of this? So, Herbie, tell me, Falcon, I use the same thing as well to talk.
Yeah, it's interesting. The CCP is just such a funny thing, the way Kabam are using it and kind of allowing it to run, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It defies logic. It defies logic not listening to the members of the CCP. I mean, they literally are some of the best in the game.
Well, the best players, and they have a very good understanding of the game as well.
Yeah, like the stuff that BG and Legacy and I guess like Dorky Dave. I don't know what's going to happen with him now, being a Kabam employee now, whether he keeps going on YouTube or not. Sort of. Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I mean, he had the game down fast. He was finding all sorts of stuff. And then the likes of MSD, who were too young to be in the CCP, but even without access to it, that guy's finding out all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think it's a good opportunity for Dave for sure. There's one comment I thought was a little bit funny on the forum. Somebody said, "Oh, Dave is going to be a Kabam employee. I hope he represents the community." I'm like, dude, that's not for the community. That's for himself. Like, you're not accepting a job to go and represent the players of a game of the company that you're working for. You're there to earn a living from that company. Like, I don't know.
Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Where's my pay packet? That's work, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe the expectation sometimes that people have on the YouTubers is a little bit unfair, and maybe it's that people see them as them because they were just players of the game and they've gotten really popular because of playing the game on YouTube. But that doesn't mean that they are there to look out for the regular player. They're there to look out for themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, they got to do what's in their best interest.
Yeah, but it's like once you hit that level of, let's say 50,000 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of people. I think the game really shifts then. I don't think that there'd be more than 1 million regular players in this game, looking at the alliance scores and stuff like that there. So 50,000 is a substantial percentage of the active player base to have. And look at Seaton, 100,000. And he's getting multiple thousands of people in a stream. It's sort of he's talking to a lot of people, and by the same token, of course, getting a lot of information back, whether he sifts through it or sees most of it. It's sort of. I mean, I couldn't see Seaton going to work for Kabam.
I think he probably makes more money doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he's I think BG could possibly be swayed to go over and work for Kabam.
Well, he had something on the go. He had something on the go before the COVID thing that he couldn't talk about. So
I think
either
that was the I-bomb creation. I think that was the I-bomb.
I don't think he ever disclosed what it was. In which case,
I know, he never did.
yeah. So in which case, I think it's something that would still be in the works. So whatever it was he was doing, it took him physically somewhere else, and that's why, because of COVID, that stopped. But now he specifically said that it wasn't anything to do with Kabam. So either it was a competitor, which is why he couldn't speak about it because he's part of the CCP, or it was to do with Kabam. So, because outside of that, I don't see, what reason you would have to say, I've got an employment opportunity or whatever, and I can't speak about it. But
Well, to be fair, you really wouldn't want to, because I mean, the community's going to almost demand that you be, up there at the Ben White's desk, practically threatening to lynch the guy out his window, on behalf of the community, like, why aren't you up there screaming at Kabam Meke? It's everything now, Yeah, so it's kind of a tricky one, and if you're a professional YouTuber, I mean, sort of as you said, you've got to kind of, it's a bit of a seesaw act, and especially once you start getting opportunities like being in the CCP and stuff like that, and large enough player base that's very vocal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it can get uncomfortable at the top, to put it that way.
Mm-hmm. 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 So what time is it for you currently? It's what, like 10 p.m.?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Kabam watched Dave and tweaked what he was able to do, so they should hire Dave to fix what they broke. Kabam Dave like a ninja.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard this, so I heard this from someone reputable, that Dave has been working off and on with Kabam over the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say what, won't say what, but I don't know. Look, I'm just going to chuck it out there. I've got no fact to base it, but has Dave been helping develop the AI for this game?
Okay. Maybe.
All his tricks have come to play. You play enough arena, you get to see how the AI is behaving. That little shallow evade and stand up intercepts and all sorts of like Dorky Dave moves. You know what I mean? I've got nothing to base it on. Just it's
yeah. Well, in his video where he was saying that he's going to move to Vancouver to be an employee, he did state that he's been a contractor for them for at least the last year. But I thought that he had already disclosed that, because I thought that was pretty obvious. Like, you're not just going to have a random person putting all these videos out, or being the face of all these videos. Like, they're going to be compensated. So I thought that was just well known, but I guess not, and I suppose that's why he disclosed it then. But I think it's pretty cool to go from somebody who just plays a game, but is really good at what they do, not necessarily just the gameplay, but just the whole thing. Like, he's great at marketing, very talented. So from playing a video game to being an employee of the developer, I think that's a pretty cool story.
Absolute fairy tale, and congrats to the guy, and wish him all the best. We've so many people have gotten better at this game thanks to Dorky Dave, when he was literally just a YouTuber. And he was so good in the Summoner Showdown and things like that. He's just got so much charisma for doing that speaking role, and perfect for the deep dives. And yeah, like you said, to go from playing to getting a job contract is American dream, Canadian dream, whatever. It's a fairy tale story for him. And I seriously mean it. All the best to him, and it's a shame because I think we probably lost one of our better YouTubers from the community. But hey, he's got a family. He's got to choose what's right for him, and
exactly.
make the right choice.
And the thing is, too, right? Like, yeah, you're making income from YouTube, but it's not a guaranteed thing, right? I mean, Rich the Man obviously found that out. So going to an actual, being an employee at a company, and so on and so forth, with benefits and blah, blah, and like you said, he's got a family. So, absolutely. Because he was getting wrecked when streaming. but I do reckon he's going to fix game or his music being in because he would face a fan. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know if he's a programmer. But I can't remember what it was that he said, like the title of the job would be in particular. But he did mention it in the video. Yeah, I don't remember what it was in particular. But I mean, I hope people don't expect that he's going to go and work for the company and be like, you've got to do this for the player. But no, he's going to go there and be like, okay, what do you want me to do? Because he's an employee of a company, like any other employee of a company.
Someone's gonna be telling them, you got to do this for Kabam because we pay you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm your boss. Do as you're told. You know.
Yeah. So
that's working for anyone. You know, sort of. I hope that Brian Grant gets some good opportunities. You know, slightly comes his way and whatnot. And if he can work with the band to create characters. I mean, creating Ibon to be a Doom counter was just like, thanks PG, because we needed one. You know, Doom was wrecking quite a few people quite badly, and as an AQ boss, I mean, he was no fun to go up against. Just that crit reduction just made it such a painful fight. But you know, and we will get the hang of it. But just sort of having someone from our team going in there and going, you know, thinking about a good balance between a mature balance between what the band needs and what we need. Okay? I think, yeah, the band just need to. I don't know if it's COVID that stopped them from getting stuff rolled out because too many people are working remotely or something, or. Obviously, we don't understand, but if Dave's moving up to Vancouver, you can obviously move around in Canada. So, yeah, it's sort of boggles the mind what's going on. It really does.
Well,
you know,
here's
just like
the
I was
thing.
saying earlier.
I don't think that Dave is going to Kabam to be working on MCOC. He's going to Kabam to be working on whatever they wanted to work on, which I think is MROC for the most part.
He's saying as a hype man for all their new games.
Yeah, like I don't think he's going to be there specifically for MCOC. He'll absolutely do. You know, if there are things to be marketed for MCOC, yeah. I mean, because he's not a MCOC employee; he's a Kabam employee. So whatever products they have, that's what he's working on. So if anything, we'd probably see less of him for MCOC, with actually being an employee. Which I mean was the case with him as a contractor, right? So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect sense. Yeah. I think, you know, pretty much that's pretty much going to be him, you know. But, you know, all the best. And look, I just hope that Kabam can bring out something better than MROC. Like, I know they can't all be, you know, top games in that extent, you know what I mean? Not all of them can be great, but they need another strong game. Like Transformers, that was kind of a flop. The other Marvel one that they've got going is kind of like ticking along, but when one game drags at 90% of your income, it's it's a lot of eggs to have in one basket and to neglect, and that's the bit that confuses me. Is your biggest earner you're neglecting? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If I was the boss of Kabam, I'll be telling them, get that game onto new servers. I don't care what it takes, you know. But in regards to what's been going on too, like, we don't know how much control Marvel and Disney have over what Kabam can do in terms of release. Like this new Scarlet Witch we're all going on about. Where is she? We saw the delay with Black Widow did the Origin. I'm sure that Marvel must have some input with what Kabam do in regards to a Marvel-based game.
One-on-one in game, Solar versus Herbie. Yeah. I think the MROC, like apparently, and I don't know where people get this information, but the functionality of MROC was actually supposed to be what MCOC bases were going to be. And then they spun it off into its own game. I think like maybe that was the intent, but I think that would have been like obviously it would have been as intense as MROC is as a standalone game, but if you had that kind of feature as something of its own in this game, that would have been a real strain on the game, I think. But
I think the biggest problem with me for MROC, or two problems, is I don't want to play League of Legends, so why would I play that style of game? And it really is a League of Legends style of game from what I've seen. But the graphics are hideous. The characters are so small. Talking about all this customization and which looked really, really cool in the trailers, you've got this like centimetre high pixelated blob running around. It's like, it's what cool gear I put on. Where's that cool suit? You can't see any of it. And as you're fighting, did you see any of the trailer for the remake of Final Fantasy VII?
No.
So you play Final Fantasy VII before yourself?
Yeah.
Right, so you fought like that, but then you went into like a 3D third-person
Right, yeah.
extra game mode where you could actually fight like a third-person, more modern game rather than that turn-based thing. I thought MROC was going to be like that. I thought, okay, you're going to bring that size character up and you can run around and instead of being a 2D game, we're going to be into a 3D game where we can actually circle around. Like, remember Mortal Kombat, they brought that one out where you could sidestep to the left or right? Yeah, I thought they were going to bring in that because that's what you can do in Final Fantasy. You can go around the back of the character and stuff like that, and you get to choose when you swing the sword. That's what I thought. Oh, okay, Emroc's going to bring us graphics like that and characters that size, and you're going to be able to see this cool-as spider creation go up against someone's Hulk creation and see all the different tattoos and ink or whatever. It was just looked at it, just like, oh, that's ugly. And again, it's just League of Legends rehashed, different skin.
Yeah.
No?
So I think maybe what they were trying to do was bring Marvel, like a Marvel League of Legends thing. But I think the thing is, the people that like League of Legends, they've got League of Legends. So why would they go to something else? And I think part of it too is that if you like MCOC, it's partly because of the play style, which MROC isn't. So unfortunately, they don't have a niche, right? The two areas that they would be going after, people have already found something of interest from those two areas. I haven't looked at the financials for a while for MROC, but when it first came out, now it's not really fair because it had been out 2 or 3 weeks, I think. But initially, the first financials on it, again, it was only 2 weeks, but it had it at earnings of $19,000. But I've been meaning to follow up and see. Yeah.
But look at the 67 Deadly Sins had it at the start, Netmarble. That game was raking it in a hand over fist.
Yeah.
I remember, just to veer off a little bit, I remember everyone comparing what 7 Deadly Sins was giving away in regards to what MCOC gives away, to the player base. And if I had a brand new game, I'd be chucking stuff at people left, right, and centre. Know what I mean? Trying to attract that player base. And 7 Deadly Sins is raking some cash, but why has MROC not done it? And Netmarble owned Kabam. Why are they not applying the same philosophy, i.e. towards MROC, where they just, come spend some coin and get crazy, ridiculous offers? Like Raid Shadow Legends did. Come do this and just add this code and get a check to the game right when you start. Plus all this other cool free stuff. Like, there was none of that with MROC. Like, it's very poorly marketed. In terms of a top-down base game like that there with League of Legends look is not going to attract anyone who's playing this game for beat 'em up.
Mm.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that was just their way to get into that part of the market, of the gaming market. And like I said, I think they just kind of missed the mark on the two strengths that they had. But yeah, I was thinking initially that if, and like I said, I haven't looked at the financials, but if by the end of the first quarter, so the end of March, MROC was not looking very promising, that we could see a shift to, actually, I'm just thinking about that. So a shift back to MCOC, where we would see significant content coming in June, July. And now just saying that, I'm just thinking, so they've already announced, which, I mean, obviously we're going to get stuff, every so often anyways. But the thing on the forums where they're suggesting, something to come in April, but then also the idea that they've been working on harder stuff for people that want to challenge. So I wonder if maybe that was stuff they were working on regardless, but now I'm kind of wondering if they are realizing that depending on MROC is not going to be a good idea, and they need to come back to focusing on MCOC. I just hope it's not too late, though.
Yeah, and let's hope it's not too late. Because, the other problem that this game faces is you've got a very old player base, and you've got a very new player base. And you've got a very new player base wanting to catch up to a very old player base in terms of roster. And content, and look at some of the guys who've been playing 5+ years. Their rosters are stacked just because they've been playing for that long, and their skills are crazy, man. They've gone through all of the initial iterations of the game, and I remember picking this game up when it was beta, and it was disgusting. All the numbers were the same colour. You didn't know if you were regenning, bleeding them, critting them, what hits. You had no idea what was going on. All these crazy icons that there was no glossary to show them. So even though I hold the title of Ancient One and all that stuff, it's because I started an account in the beta without realising it, and about 3 years ago picked the game back up. I wanted to play a beat 'em up. That's what I wanted, and it was simple control system, unlike Street Fighter. But I don't want to be doing quarter circle, half circle, forward, back, up, down, left, right. Like, I'm old. My thumbs don't move like that anymore.
Yeah.
I think, and how do you bridge that gap? Like, let's look at Cavalier difficulty. I'm hating the last 2 months. That skill chapter is just the bane of my existence. You know what I mean? I thought even their change was even worse than what it originally was. It sort of, you've got these throne breakers going, everything's too easy, and then you've got these newly CAD players or slowly progressing CAD players who are like, it's too hard.
Yeah.
You've got people demanding new arenas. You've got people saying just add tax some more on the end of the three that the T1 Alpha. Just add more milestones. Start giving us what we want, and sort of managing that end game player base is always going to be tricky. But also that new player base, it's so demanding. It's so demanding. Like I want it now. Like, why can't I just start the game day one and have like a bunch of maxed out 6 stars? What's your problem with that? Sort of. They built a game to go 5 years. It's gone past that, and it's kind of, it may not get to the next 5 because of their reluctance to make the push to make it go for another 5. When clearly it's still successful. And if Kabam just keep dropping bad game after bad game, and MCOC is the only thing decent they put out, it's not a good look as a game company.
Yeah.
Like when Bethesda put out. Sorry, Karen.
It's got to be hard to juggle, like you're saying. There's a big discrepancy in the player base, right, between the newer and the older. It's not an easy job that they've got to try to satisfy everyone. However, it is their job. It is what they do. But I also think that the game has gone beyond their capabilities. Not necessarily as in their programming or art capabilities, but just as in their, like, there's only so much this game can do.
I think it's a management issue, isn't it? They've gone beyond what they can manage with this game. They need MCOC too.
Yeah, maybe.
Then how do you shut down MCOC? Expansion pack. That's, I think, like they need to. They should be looking at an expansion pack like World of Warcraft and other games have done.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm not that, like, this is really the. So I played 2 other mobile games. This one, by far, I've spent majority of my time in. But I think any game in general, but any mobile game, I think it has a specific lifespan. And this one will eventually reach the end of its lifespan. And, okay, at that point, yeah, they could go with, the sequel or whatever. But, I mean, as long as they're making more than it's costing them, they'll probably continue running it. But when it gets to the point where it costs more to run the game than they make from it, well, they're going to shut off the servers, which they should. Like, no company wants to be, losing money on a product. But I think,
this game's got to die someday.
Yeah, and I think that's
it has to end.
Yeah, and I think that's the point of MROC, right? They're looking for something, because more likely than not, at the onset of a game, the possibility to make money is a lot greater, right? So you get people in there initially who are going to spend a bunch to start, and then you get them hooked, so the lifespan of them spending is going to be a lot longer than a 5-year-old game, right? So you do have people in this game, or a 6-year-old game for MCOC, so you do have people in this game who still spend a lot. But the likelihood of getting a new person in that is going to spend what somebody has spent over the last 6 years is a lot less than somebody who just starts MROC, where, let's say MROC is around for 6-7 years. So the likelihood of somebody just starting that, their time for spending is a lot greater than somebody just starting an MCOC. So...
Yeah, it's an interesting one, and it's sort of, but I don't know if you saw what Seaton said about the gear in MROC. Like, he just said that the gear system was just a dog's breakfast. The drop rates and all that sort of stuff, and how it was all applying, and he made that comparison to 7 Deadly Sins, and he's just shaking his head at MROC. I mean, Rich the Man's tried to pump it hard. Him and Frontline Dan have been playing it, and they're enjoying it, I think, but MCOC demands so much of most players' time.
Yeah. I think Rich is being smart about it, right? It's a new game, so basically he's trying. I mean, he's already established himself from MCOC, like, he's got a big following, but he's basically trying to be the Seaton for MROC, right? Somebody at the ground level that people are going to go to, and fair enough. But unfortunately, I don't know if that game has the popularity that this one does.
Well, because the funny comparison too is, DC Injustice, or whatever it is, that game is just barely even mentioned. It's still going, but no one runs over and goes, I haven't played the DC version of this. I've never played it, but for me, the system the swipe tap system that they've used to control the fighters in this game is just, it's just genius. So simple. You pick it up and, within, half an hour you can win a fight. Of just mucking around, whereas you try and jump in Mortal Kombat 10 and you just can't. You give up. If your fingers don't move like that, you're done,
Yeah.
But for Kabam, I think MCOC 2's got to come at some stage, like, ride out this game for as long as they can. I think even Rob Von True said it, just shut the game down for a week. You're not going to lose the player base. There's no alternative for us.
No, so that I feel the same way. You're absolutely right. The players, will wait and will come back. But the thing is, doing that means that's a week of no revenue. You can't they can't have that, right? And like I said earlier on, we are still spending money as is. So there's no need for them to change anything. we can complain as much as we want and make forum posts or bitch on YouTube, but as long as we're still spending our money, what is the reason for them to change anything?
The week before July 4th. Come back online the day before July 4th. There you go. You'll get your revenue back.
Yeah.
Or Cyber Weekend, but it would resolve the issue. Like, I would rather see a month without 2 new champs added than have every single bug, all these major bugs fixed. I can handle the odd glitch like Vision Arcus Black Hand on Special 3, like it's, whatever.
Yeah, just a thing. I'm just going to catch up with chat here. Reading notes is getting hard for me. I need a dictionary. I feel you. An old boxer. I look at the feet while staring into the eyes to play. Gabriel, how you doing? What's going on here? Oh, just a bunch of nonsense. COD Mobile is fun with a bunch of guys on comms. Yeah, I've never been into like first-person shooter games. I played Halo for a while. But Call of Duty Mobile seems like an interesting idea. I don't know how popular it is, but yeah. What are you up to, Gabriel? What is shakalackin'? Yeah, no, I don't see them. I mean, well, when was it? There was a while ago. What were all screwed up? Was it War had screwed up, AQ was screwed up, and Arena was screwed up. And basically the game was, I think you could still log in, but it was pretty much unplayable for like 4 days. Oh, I think that was last May, June, right? Because that's when we got that big compensation. And it came back and it was relatively functional. But I think, well, actually it's been since then that the Mutant Island, the Omega Boss Rush, like everything else was, been buggy since. And maybe it's just that, they were just in such a hurry to get things back up that they actually never fixed anything. They just, a patchwork of resolutions maybe. And yeah, just taking the game offline for a month or a couple weeks and just, going through whatever it is. But
yeah, I think a week they could manage, but I wouldn't go over 2 weeks without having the game. I think that would
probably, yeah.
Like you'll keep your old whales that have invested thousands of dollars and stuff like that and whatnot. And some of us older players, because we've learned patience as we've gotten on. But those newer, younger players, I'm 45, so I can say it. Those kids out there, they're not going to want to be about their game for 2 weeks. They're going to move on. You know what? Like 2 weeks without a game, like whatever, like you're dreaming, dude. Moving on. They'll go back to their PS4s and they'll stay on their PS4s or whatever.
Yeah.
They've got such a dang good community here. You know what I mean?
But I mean, what's like the other? So if you don't do that, you leave it in the state that it's in, then you risk, you don't have a bunch of people leave at once, but you just over time, which is happening already, right? People are just getting sick and tired of the bugs, and I'll find something that's more stable, or I'll take a break from this game. I'll check back in a month, 2 months, and see if it's still buggy or not, and. But yeah, I think especially for War, for AQ, when you're crashing out or you're lagging the game and it's costing you for War, a War victory or whatever, you're having to use resources. Eventually, it's like, nah, I'm done.
Like Arena, you can handle being a little bit buggy. You lose one fight in Arena, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You start losing fights in that, particularly Alliance War, death count. I don't do Alliance War myself. I just figure, why would I want to put myself through the worst champs on the worst nodes for fun? No, not fights I enjoy doing. So that's why I don't do Alliance War. I love AQ, and we've got a guy at the moment, and he just keeps getting kicked out. We've got another guy who regularly is kicked out and loses 50% health. We do 5-5-4 by 5. We've just stepped up to that, and our BG2 stepped up to Mac 5, and these things are hurting them. And they recorded a loss last one, and we were like, "What happened, guys? Like, explain yourselves. We're semi-chill. A lot of us are all in our 40s. It's like, what the heck happened?" No,
yeah,
it was just like,
Gabby. So it's called Restream. So you basically stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and the chat is interchangeable. I think it's more common that people see it on YouTube, because I think for the most part people who do Twitch are like dedicated on Twitch, but the YouTube side, I think, like for me, this is just out of interest and doing this grind, just more people to talk to, so it keeps me awake and stuff. But yeah, I see more people on YouTube doing it than the Twitch people for the most part. So if you're pretty much just on Twitch, you probably wouldn't see it that often. But if you do YouTube, you'd see it here and there. So what's the weather like for you currently, Falcon?
It's actually been really, really good. We're in, it's been a bit dry. So whereabouts I live is sort of considered one of the wet spots of New Zealand. So the hills up the back of me have the second highest recorded rainfall in the country. Mm-hmm. We don't always get that back down, but typically we don't get the great summers here like other parts of the country do, that they advertise more frequently. Mm-hmm. But no, it's been pretty good. We're getting cooler mornings, so autumn's definitely on the way, and we'll just start slowly moving into winter. Bit of snow up on the hills is about all we get. If it snows in town, it's just like an ice and sugar dusting most times, and it's like a 1 in 10, 20-year event sort of thing. So, but yeah, it's and how come you've never made it down here?
Maybe it's I see it as a place more like the outdoors, the nature part of it. So, you're going to be hiking and all that. And dude, that's just not my thing. It never really was. But at this point in life, that is not my... I'll go somewhere to eat.
Just because I worked as a park ranger for a while over here, down in Fjordan, which is probably one of our busiest sort of tourist spots. It's just absolute madness when it's summer there. Looking, over 1 million visitors a year, sort of thing, in the space of 6 months. The place is just packed. Just so many people. I think for a while we've lost a bit of it due to our dollar being a little bit too strong. So many people, like the first year I worked as a park ranger there, we were kind of forewarned about the from Israel, look, the Australians coming, they like this and they like that, and they like this. And it's like, okay, about January you'll see them. They just didn't turn up, and the ones that did just said, the Kiwi dollar was just too strong, and we have become very, very backpacker unfriendly, dare I say it.
So you found us on YouTube, did you, Gabriel? Very good. Yeah.
Overnight camping, just to pitch a tent, is like minimum of $13 a night. There's no power. Okay. It's just pitch a tent, and you can have a shower, and there's a communal kitchen, and if you're lucky, you can find a power point or power socket in the communal kitchen to charge your devices and your phone, whatever. Some places $20 a night per person. Okay. So a couple come over and decide they're going to do it on the cheap. Well, no, you're looking at $30, $40 a night just to pitch a tent. It's ridiculous. Because our dollars aren't too far apart from each other. Imagine that. Someone wants to charge you $20 to pitch a tent on a piece of grass.
Right. Yeah.
And the official Department of Conservation campsites, that's $13 to pitch a tent on a piece of grass with a long drop, no shower, no kitchen, no communal, no nothing. Just a long drop and a piece of grass. There you go, $13 a night per person. Thank you very much. It's become expensive, sort of, to come here in a way which it sort of 5 years ago it never used to be, or 10 years ago it never used to be quite so expensive. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's funny, yourself and Enzo, neither of you have made it down to New Zealand yet.
I think, well, if I go anywhere, it will be to my parents in the next little while. But so when I was in my early 20s, I did a fair bit of traveling, and one of my favorite places was Mongolia. I did like the adventures, the Gobi Desert, the camel riding, all that kind of stuff. But I really like the food. So I do think of going back basically to eat every now and then. So internationally, like other than my parents, that might be the other place I would see going. But New Zealand would be kind of cool. But yeah, just in general, like my interest or desire for travel in general just really isn't there like it used to be. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe one of these times I'll be. Go ahead.
My older sister, she got the travel bug real bad, like you did. Her first overseas travel was basically a guided tour through Europe, basically making sure everyone got on the bus and didn't leave any drunkards behind. But she now resides in the UK, and she's travelled rich done Mongolia as well. Travel places because she's run out of cool places. It's funny, even talking to her about travel now, and she's. The whole COVID thing has made her less eager to travel again. If that makes sense. She's like, what if you get caught outside of your home country?
Yeah.
To get back into New Zealand at the moment, it's going to cost you $5,000.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's what it's going to cost you for the hotel room to quarantine yourself when you land here.
Right.
Don't care what quarantine you went through overseas, mate. You're doing another one as soon as you land here near Auckland Airport.
Yeah.
I've got a whole hotel booked out.
Yeah, so that's why for me, like if I were to go anywhere, it'd be my parents. Because if for whatever reason I got stuck, well, I'm, I'm at home in a sense, right? Because I'm with my parents, so it wouldn't be terrible. But if I was stuck somewhere else where, I'm just there as a tourist, well, that's gonna really suck. Just who I think it is? Well, it depends. Who do you think it is, Gabriel? Where are you from, Gabriel? Where do you call home? I get my back sorted when boy's older. I'm planning a kayak trip around Ireland. Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Dude, once I'm done, I think I've got like 3 more matches for these 6 stars. I am so hitting the bed. Oh my god, I'm tired.
The grind. It's not called a grind for nothing, is it?
Yeah, man. Ugh.
I've backed off a lot on the grind. It was getting to the point where I was no longer enjoying the whole game anymore because it just seemed I was just grinding to just get through something, to go back to grinding again, to get through something, Some of the attack values that Kabam are putting out now, it's like, again, if you've got rank 3 6 stars, it's probably not as bad, but chip damage even, you don't want to stand here and just block multiple hits from in-game content now, it's not advisable. So as we were saying, fixing that bridge between the progressing Cavalier players and the throne breakers, and let's face it, there's a whole lot of people now who've become throne breaker, and they have to be better skilled and better players now for doing that content to get to throne breaker, yes? Yeah. You're not going to do harder content without doing harder content. You can't do easier content to get better at harder content. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And you want to get used to Act 6, you're going to have to dive into Act 6 and get ready to die a lot. Act 5 from Act 4 was the same. I got in there and the chip damage was just astronomical. And I started watching how players like BG play, and a lot of just dexing back and not taking those blocked hits, setting up the parry, and just avoiding getting touched altogether is kind of the way that you've got to play it. And you know, the content is doable. We've seen it, but yeah, I think watching someone on YouTube do it is completely different to doing it yourself. That's for sure.
Yeah. Which, you know, I was saying this to last night. Like, I think a lot of people have seen, you know, people one-shot the Grandmaster, right? Like BG, Legacy, whoever, right? And so they're, you know, you go in to do the Grandmaster fight. Oh, it's an easy fight. You get in there and you're like, oh, what the shit is this? You know, because it's not what you expected. It looked easy, but when you go to do it yourself, it's like, oh, damn.
The champion fight, 6.2.6 was an ugly win for me, and I took zero joy from completing it. I nearly quit the game after winning that fight. It was just so brutal and so ugly to do the first time I went in there. It's the only time I've gone in. Text doesn't tell you that mediums are also unblockable from 40 to 10%. It's both of them. Like, that would be handy, guys. I thought, okay, it's only light. If I keep big distance, he can only throw a medium. No. It took a few rebuys to click onto, you know, like 5 rebuys later. Oh, mediums are unblockable too. Must be, yeah, because they keep killing me. But the last 10% wasn't bad, to be fair. Bit of practice with decks in it, and you find your own way of doing it. You know, whether you decks the first hit and avoid the rest, or get the double dexes off. It was definitely doable, but that 40 to 10% was just, you know, how BG did it itemless is just beyond me, with no retreat as well. You know, the skill that guy has is just, you know, there are some you know, very skilled players, and they are hungry. They're hungry, you know, like that finding KVQ easy. Even still, that's like, nah, too easy. Still too easy. Still too easy.
Yeah.
No. 4-star challenge. Yeah. Still too easy. Like, really? Like, MSD and these guys soloing a Bliss fight with 2 stars. No, like some Bureau Man and MSD doing that stuff. And Minash, you just like, cut it out. You're making me feel bad over here. You know?
Yeah, there's some pretty crazy players. I'm going to get off the Discord because I got only about 2 more rounds for the arena to be done. But I'm going to get off Discord, finish this off, and then we'll end the stream. But it was definitely nice having you on call, Man Falcon. And we will definitely have to do it again sometime.
Well, we will. Thank you very much for having me. And yeah, I'll let you get your last couple of rounds done, and good luck on the grind.
All right, man. Catch you later.
Head up.
All right. Well, I'm so ready to just like sleep. I think I got this. There was one 6-star that I saw that had 19 minutes. I don't even think I'm going to wait for that one. So whoever we got off a cooldown, that's who's going to go. And I'm going to bed. Gabriel, just English, please. And let's get out of here all together. Okay, cool. 2-week hotel quarantine on expense. Yeah, so it was 2 weeks for Canada as well. I think they just changed it recently to being just a week quarantine, but it's still a week long. Not weak as in strength, but it's still, at the expense of the traveler. So, Gabriel, that's not racist. I was just saying, just English. Because I only speak English, I only read English. Well, dude, if you think that's racist, apparently you haven't seen what racists are. Okay. Well, that's Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Oh, well, that's too bad. Okay. And to think, I'm going to be waking up in about 8 hours, and we're right back at this craziness. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, we got one more. Wait, who was the last one to come off of? Cool down. Not him. Okay, so 14 minutes. So yeah, I am not waiting for that. So we'll miss out on two 6 stars, but that's fine. Who did? What's going down? What is shakalackin'? So are some people when they hear only English, their translators don't explain it correctly? Wait, what do you mean they're like what they hear me say? Oh, I don't mind. It wasn't the racist thing. It's like if that was going to continue going. Well, one, I'm too tired for that, and two, there's no point. Well, Dave, what are you up to? I think that was the final one of 6 stars. So we're at 53.7. Excellent. All right. Wow, that is what I saw. So you went back and listened to yourself, did you? That's funny. Oh boy. All right, let's see. So we probably got nobody. Oh, KT1. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let me see if we got anybody on the Twitch side of things. Oh, let me see something here too. Un momento. Shoot, how come I can't find? Ah, there we go. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, man, Falcon. I don't go back and listen to myself after a stream at all, dude. Even so, like if I do a video, I'll usually before actually posting the video, I'll just check it to see, like it sounds fine, stuff like that. But yeah, I do not care to hear my own voice. But let's head on over So we'll head on over to Mr. KT1 with a bit of a raid and say hello, hello. And he is, oh, he's doing the grind as well. So and go over and wish him some luck. And I will be back. Let me see here. Let me see how long we've got for the 6 stars. And that will be about when I'll be back. Okay. So not that one, that doesn't count. So we got about a little bit more than 10 hours, so that would be 12. So I'll be back in about 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours, so around 10 my time. So sorry, I won't be rating for you. Sorry. That's all good. It's all good. Gabriel, have a good one. I will catch you on the next one. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, guys, and keeping me company. And I will see you guys later. I'll be back in about 8 to 9 hours. But yeah, have a good one.